Welcome, everybody.
Good morning, Charles.
Good morning. Looking forward to the conversation this morning. Our companies have had a great relationship over the years, but wondered if you can dig a little bit into the industrial internet, how it's impacted your business, and kind of have a discussion as we go through.
So thank you very much, Charles. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. I prepared for you some slides to show you a tangible example from healthcare, actually how the Affidea minds and the GE data analytics and machines can actually transform healthcare towards delivering better patient care, better quality of care, and increased patient safety. Allow me first to introduce ourselves. I represent Affidea. Affidea is a leading provider of advanced diagnostic imaging services and cancer care services in Europe, with presence in 14 countries and 170 centers, serving more than 4.5 million patients per year. And we have a best-in-class fleet of more than 900 medical equipment, and I'm sure the GE audience will be happy to listen that most of them come from GE. I will talk to you today about our Dose Excellence project. CT scanners are an essential part of today's medicine. They are excellent tools to diagnose pathologies, to monitor treatments, and they are used nowadays more and more for screening purposes. That's why CT is becoming more common, and on average, 120 CT scans are performed over 1,000 population in OECD countries, which means 1 of 8 individuals might have a CT scan during a year. And if you see the graph on the left-hand side, you may see that this for US is like 2 per 8. US tops this graph, while France ranks already at the 3rd place. Now, here's the challenge. CT scan is a great tool, but during CT scan, patients have a small exposure to ionizing radiation. And despite the fact that modern CT scanners produce minimal dose, the fact is that ionizing radiation convey a small risk of harm, since even small doses may give a cumulative effect and may induce cancer. A report published in 2009 in Radiology showed that access to medical imaging from many countries led to 6 times radiation dose per capita to the population is coming from medical imaging, while at the same year, another report, another study published in New England Journal of Medicine showed that CT stands for 46% of this dose in 2009, up from 5% back in 1996. So in Affidea, we believe that it's our duty not only to offer a good image quality and a proper diagnosis, but also an optimized dose. However, this is challenging to achieve, as you have to deal with many scanners, many models, many providers, tens of protocols. Because the thing is that the dose shouldn't be too little, as you're going to have a poor image quality, or it shouldn't be too much, as the patient will receive unnecessary dose. The thing is that you have to achieve a balance between optimized dose and best image quality. And this state we call in Affidea the state of balanced radiography, and we achieve it with our Dose Excellence program. Let me tell you how it works. Our Dose Excellence program is in fact a 3-step, digitally enabled, data-driven continuous optimization of the CT dose. In the middle of the program, you have the GE Dose Watch module, which records and tracks the dose from every CT scanner for every single particular case. And around that, you have a rigid process. It starts with a shared vision. Many people talked about culture, committed teams, clear roles from the headquarters, the country, the center level. Then you have to standardize the input. You have to have unified protocols across all CT scanners, different vendors, per body type and per clinical indication. And then we set our dose reference levels, which is the best average dose per clinical indication. Then we measure, and whenever we find a dose which is above our threshold, then we review that and we go back to educate our clinicians. But most importantly is that we study data and we produce different, better standardized protocols with lower dose at the same image quality, which then they feed back the engine and they make this continuous optimization. So this is a process which happens across many CT scanners and across 10 countries and leads to real dose excellence outcomes. It's a sizable project. Today we have 57 scanners connected, more than 65 CT scans that are going through the project every year. And we have excellent outcomes. I have just 2 slides to show you a couple of them. This is a Turkey site, a really good Turkey site, which was before the dose excellence project, was delivering really good image quality. However, when they came in the program, they have seen that their higher resolution thorax, for example, or the head, the protocol, was delivering a dose twice as much as the Affidea levels. This is the status after their entry to the dose excellence program. So this is actually the way we use industrial internet charts to drive change, make dose awareness a habit, increase patient safety, and improve quality of care.
Fantastic. Just a couple of questions. The impact of technology, the impact of the industrial internet on the patient-doctor relationship. Give me a perspective and the group a perspective on that. And then the proximity of the physician to the patient during the time of diagnosis. We're seeing some interesting things in the industry. Could I get your perspective on that?
I think this is a very good question. The example I shared has to do with the patient safety. I think a fundamental change with the introduction of industrial internet in healthcare, which comes from connectivity, especially in medical imaging, is that you have a separation between the image acquisition and the image interpretation. So practically, you can offer to each patient, wherever he's located, a high-quality report, because the image travels and is accessible from everywhere. I can give an example. Today, in our Kilkenny Center in Ireland, we don't have radiologists for every examination, as all our examinations are read through a hub in Dublin. It's more efficient, but at the same time, you allow expertise in remote locations.
Fantastic. What are the plans for your company as far as expansion? You're in many, many countries in Central and Eastern Europe. What are your plans?
We have a vision actually of a big expansion. In essence, what we do is that we are in consolidating modes. We're acquiring and developing new centers, converting new centers, and we consolidate them to a more efficient, better quality branded entity, which is Affidea. Our plans is to move more and invest further in Western Europe, and we have already some plans to go beyond Europe, and we see closely Latin America and Middle East currently.
Very good. Well, thank you very much for your time. We appreciate you.
Thank you very much for the invitation. Thank you.